I'll take a seat in the bittersweet where the wine and whiskey flows, and I'll raise a beer to the people here, the place I call my home. When I'm home, home, when I'm home, home, I'll raise a beer to the people here, and the place I call my
Thank you, everybody. Did you enjoy Ellies and John there? They were fantastic, weren't they? Absolutely brilliant. You've got another treat coming afterwards as well, the Alley Cats, who you will really, really enjoy because I heard their sound check and they sounded fabulous. Our next song is one that I wrote about my great-great-granny, and her name was Maggie Manson. Are we cutting out a bit on this one? Her name was Maggie Manson, and we all good? Can you hear me on this one? Yeah? She was a maid and she worked at Chatsworth House and she lived in the village of Enza, which is just outside of Chatsworth. And she lived in the 1890s, well, she grew up in the 1890s and travelled to Chatsworth to work there when she was 16. And when she was there, she met Walter, who was my great-great-granddad. And they met, and Walter was a gardener who worked on the estate, and they got married and had children and grandchildren, etc. And we were clearing out my nan's house, and my nan is Maggie's granddaughter. And we found all these letters that were written to Maggie from Walter from the 1890s, so I had to turn them into a song. So this is, I just made it rhymes. This is it's Walter's words to Maggie from the 1890s. There's a bit to sing along to in this one as well, so you need to sing back the last line of every verse, if that's okay. Are we on with this one? Yep, so this is called Maggie Manson. To my dear Maggie Manson, I must write a line to say that it was such a pleasure to meet you yesterday. As I saw you dance, I couldn't take my eyes off you, and I wondered if on Sunday we could have a rendezvous. And I wondered if on Sunday we could have a rendezvous. Very good. To my dear Maggie Manson, a few words I must write down. I've got myself a job, bags, a railway clerk in town. The lodgings aren't too bad and a bob free. And on Sundays I'll come home, love, cause it's you I want to see. And on Sundays I'll come home, love, cause it's you I want to see. Job you did demand. I've plucked up all my courage to be an independent man. I've been shopping on my own, love, to buy you silverware, and I'll bring it to you, Maggie, I devour and do declare. And I'll bring it to you, Maggie, I devour and do declare. Mag, the most lovely girl I've seen. No, there's nothing next to you, Mag, the most lovely girl I've seen. To my dear Maggie Manson, this is just one final line to say it's been such an honour that you shared your life with mine, and our children and grandchildren and our great-great-great ones too. They will carry on the love that began with me and you. They will carry on the love that began with me and you. Hey! Are we all good? No, don't you worry. You're doing a fab job. We're going to sing you a song now that Chris wrote BC, which is before Kate, before we met her. And it's a grumpy song, so it's for anyone that's very grumpy. Is anyone grumpy in here? Oh no, everyone's looking at their friend going... so this is called Frowning Far Too Much. So this is anyone that does any frowning. In fact, I've got some people frowning at me right now. Yeah, I think Chris wrote this. I think Chris can tell the future because he wrote it when he had a big, lovely curly mop of hair. And there's a line in it that says, "Somebody take me away from this place. I'm losing my hair. And I've got lines on my face," and you can see what happened, can't you? Sorry, Chris. So this is frowning far too much. For this one, we need you to do some lovely oohs for us. Do you think you can do that? Maybe a bit of harmony as well, if you fancy. I'm not looking at the ukuleles. Bit of harmony? No?
Far too much. Much time, love. Let's make every hour count. Let your bird out of its cage. He's just got to heart and let it soften your worry. So this is always the hardest part. Save your goodbyes for me.
We're going to sing you another song that I wrote now about where I grew up near Stourbridge. Are there any Stourbridgians in the room? Woo! One, excellent. Where? Oh, excellent. What are you doing over here?
Trading up.
Same. You will know this. I'm sure you'll know the story. So if you haven't heard of that area, there's an area near there called the Hagley Estate. And in the 1950s, there were some little boys that went out poaching for eggs at the back of Hagley Hall on the Hagley Estate, and they found preserved inside a tree trunk an entire human skeleton. And there was all these conspiracy theories about who it was. And they did some testing more recently, and they think that it's actually the body of a young woman who they believe was murdered. And they found taffeta, this is a bit grim, they found taffeta stuffed in her mouth and all of these horrible things that had happened to her. And they think that there was something to do with her perhaps being a spy or something like that during the war. There was all these conspiracy theories at the time as well, and this famous piece of graffiti appeared in Birmingham that said, "Who put Bella in the witch elm?" And I had to write a song about that story because I think it's so spooky and great. So this is my version of this. So this is called Bella, or the Queen of the Witch Elm. But I like to think of her as a friendly ghostie who's still there, kind of in that area, welcoming people and luring them in. So this is the Queen of the Witch Elm.
I'm just going to assume this one. Just for your benefit, Lord. I could have been doing that, couldn't I?
You could have been doing that.
Tell a joke.
A joke? I'll tell the one and only joke that I know Mike hates. What's the difference between a deep fried bus stop and a lobster that's had a boob job? One is a crusty bus station and the other one is a busty crustacean. Do you feel coming chill as it whistles o'er that hill? Do you hear a lady's cry, soft and low and still? She's whispering her name, and from whenceforth she came. In the darkness she does call, in darkness she'll remain. Now she guards that wood all alone, with the branches round her grown. She's the queen of the witch elm in the woods. Of her story nothing is known, and we cry, who put her there on that lonely little throne? They were hunting out for eggs when they found her nest instead. Nestled in that bower there, a crown upon her head. You found me, now she cried. All along I was inside. Now her footsteps can be heard in that greenwood side. Now she guards that wood all alone, with the branches round her grown. She's the queen of the witch elm in the woods. Of her story So heed my warning, son, when barking in full fun. Better she lies waiting there in tales that we have spun. So run beside her fast, her charms are unsurpassed. Run away, boys, all way home, she's awake at last. Now she guards the bottle alone, with the branches around her grown. She's the queen of the wood, shone in the wood of the story nothing is known. And we cry, hey, put her there on that lonely little throne. Now she guards the bottle alone, with the branches around her grown. She's the queen of the wood, shone in the wood of a story nothing is known. And we cry, hey, put her there. Oh, better far. Hey, put her there on that lonely little throne. Thank you so much. We're going to do a few more for you. So we'll progress on to a slightly more upbeat one now, slightly less morose song. So this song is a song that we wrote a few years ago, and it's called Game of Halves, and it's about a man called Jimmy Seed. Has anybody ever heard of Jimmy Seed before? You might do if you're a football fan. So Jimmy Seed was a football player and then a football manager in the 50s and 60s, and he was very distantly related to me. And my nan, it was like my nan's claim to fame, used to always say, oh, we're related to a football manager, we am. And always used to talk about it. And in fact, if anyone would like to read about Jimmy Seed, I've actually bought a book, because so many times people have asked to see some pictures of him. So there's a book at the back if you want to have a look in the break. Anyway, this book that I've brought along tonight, I actually read during lockdown, because I thought I've got to learn about Jimmy Seed. And it was fascinating, absolutely fascinating. And he was a great writer as well as a great footballer. And he wrote about his first forays into football and what got him into football. And he lived up in the northeast in Whitburn, near Sunderland. And he had this great life and went off to World War I. And football really became kind of a healing thing for him. And he wrote a lot about that. So anyway, I had to turn it into a song. So this song is called Game of Halves. And yeah, it's the title track of our second album as well. We've got some CDs for sale tonight if anyone wants to come and have a look. So this is Game of Halves, and it's kind of about taking life as it comes, really, which I think was Jimmy's spirit, which really came through in the book to me. So this is Game of Halves.
Run deep through my veins right since my life began. It's a medicine that soothed me through the troubles of the war. Nothing compares to the sound of when I hear that stadium roar. Jackie Mordew, Charlie Buchan, Ollie Brown and Lowe, good old Billy Meredith, well, they put on quite a show. Those boys in red and white, they were let the match begin. Mr. Grundy's squad, those gangly boys would dash and dive and dribble in the mud. Only brother Angus was the captain of that motley bunch. One day a rival tripped me and he floored him with a punch. Life is a game of hearts, sometimes you lose and you win. Lace up your boots, get on that pitch and let the match begin. Soaking in the bath one night, remembers through the door. Bob Bourne is on the phone, Jim and he's got something in store. He wants you for a tryout down at Whitburn Football Club. You've never seen nobody jump so quickly at the tub. Life is a game of hearts, sometimes you lose, sometimes you win. Lace up your boots, get on that pitch and let the match begin. My pitocks for what I hoped was the last time, and I said a silent farewell to my job down in the mine. And I raced on down to Whitburn Town, onto the football field, the place where I did hope my future dreams would be revealed. You'll have to prove yourself today, the manager told me. Well, I don't think that you'll cut it, I'll have to wait and see. Well, my heart was racing at full pelt as the crowd burst into song, and I hit 3 goals into that net and I proved the gaffer wrong. Life is a game of hearts, sometimes you lose, sometimes you win. Lace up your boots, get on that pitch and let the match begin. Life is a game of hearts, sometimes you lose, sometimes you win. Lace up your boots, get on that pitch and let the match begin.
I'm in charge apparently. Okay, great. So we'll sing you.
Five more then.
Yeah, we'll do 20 more then, shall we? Never let you go home. No, I'm joking. So this is. We'll do an a cappella song now for you, and make use of this lovely resonance in this lovely church. And this is called "The Hedger and Ditcher," and it's a traditional song from Nottinghamshire. And it was made famous by Silly Sister. I don't know if there's any Silly Sisters fans in the audience. But I learnt it from a great Nottinghamshire singer called Ruth Notman. And it's about somebody who wants to get married and nobody wants to marry her. It's a very sad story. And we were at a gig the other night and I made the mistake of saying that I didn't think marriage was worth it. And I've been paying ever since, so I won't say that again tonight. But there is, in this song, the opportunity for a dog noise. Do you think you could maybe try a dog noise for us tonight? Excellent!
Any breed you want.
Yeah. Who's going to be an Alsatian? Who's going to be a poodle? Who knows? So yeah, this is, you'll... I feel like we've descended into madness now. You'll know when you need to do that noise. So yes, this is the Hedger and Ditcher. And if you know it, join in. If you don't, join in anyway. My father's a hedger and ditcher, my mother does nothing but spin. They say I'm a pretty young girl, but their money comes slowly in. My father's a hedger and ditcher, my mother does nothing but spin. They say I'm a pretty young girl, but their money comes slowly in. Oh, what will become of me? Oh, what will I do? There's nobody coming to marry me, nobody's coming to woo. The doggy began to bark. Oh, let's do that again. The doggy began to bark. That's amazing. And I looked out to sea. I spied 2 young men a-hunting, but nobody's hunting for me. The doggy began to bark. And I looked out to sea. I spied 2 young men a-hunting, but nobody's hunting for me. Oh, what will become of me? Oh, what will I do? There's nobody coming to marry me, nobody's coming to woo. Oh, will I die an old maid? Oh Lord, how shocking a thought. There's nobody coming to marry me, surely it's not my own fault. Oh, will I die an old maid? Oh Lord, how shocking a thought. There's nobody coming to marry me, surely it's not my own fault. Oh, what will become of me? Oh, what will I do? There's nobody coming to marry me, nobody's coming to woo. Oh, what will become of me? Oh, what will I do? There's nobody coming to marry me, nobody's coming to woo. Give yourselves a round of applause. That was the best drum roll I've ever heard, I think. It was wonderful. I feel like someone made a bit of a whale noise as well. There's some interesting dogs in the audience. We've got one more for you, then we'll take a short break.
Yeah, this song is a song we got asked to write for a celebration of something that happened 200 years ago called Cinderloo. It was a bit of a relatively unknown event that took its kind of name from Peterloo. Do we know the Peterloo? Yeah. This happened in Dorley, near Telford, and it was a similar thing. The coal miners were getting docked a load of pay, and so they went on the Cinder Hills and staged a protest. Unfortunately, they didn't get what they wanted, and the ringleader, Tom Palin, was hung. And actually, that was it. And actually, quite a few of the rioters were hung as well. So this was to, and they had their pay cut as well. So this was, what was it? The celebration, the bicentenary, and yeah, a wonderful group of volunteers had set this up to celebrate it. But unfortunately, it was just when COVID hit. So it didn't actually happen, but a lot of local artists wrote songs for it. So this was ours. This is Let's Get Together, and this was their battle cry on the Cinder Hills.
If you fancy singing along, it's Let's Get Together in your best Telford accent. Whatever that is.
Tom, year it was 21, and before I am done, our story spread. We worked the coal face, we were the heart of this place, and by the will of God's grace, we kept our families fed. Oh, and all that we gained was just 2 shillings a day. But our master's decreed we were paid more than we need. 6 pence was agreed to be taken away. So the colliers we rose, we made sure every pit closed, and our families chose chose to stand with us that day. Oh, and these were the words that every miner did say.
Let's get together.
Let's get together, we are the Dolly few. It'll be Cinderella in the paper.
And again.
Let's get together, fight for a living wage, much fairer pay for our labour. Oh, and all that we wanted was just 2 shillings a day. Strong, took to the cinder hills. We armed ourselves with coal and spades. And when the Yeomans advanced, we had the high ground. They still cut us down with their horses and blades. Oh, and we had to pray for just 2 shillings a day. Let's get together, we are the Dolly few. It'll be Cinderella in the papers. Let's get together, fight for a living wage, much fairer pay for our labour. Oh, and all that we wanted was just 2 shillings a day. Tom Palin's my name. They said I was the one to blame, and I'd pay for my shame with a rope round my throat. But before I am done, let all their names live on, and remember the ones who stood up there and spoke against those who refused to pay just 2 shillings a day. Yep. Let's get together, we are the Dolly few. It'll be Cinderella in the papers. Let's get together, fight for a living wage, much fairer pay for our labour. Let's get together, we are the Dolly few. It'll be Cinderella in the papers. Let's get together, fight for a living wage, much fairer pay for our labours. Oh, and all that we wanted was just 2 shillings a day. Thank you very much.
Thank you. We're going to take a 15-minute break and then we'll see you back here.